The boxing world erupted in chaos when grainy footage of a sparring session between heavyweight champions Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury surfaced online. The leak, widely believed to have originated from Usyk's camp, sent shockwaves through the boxing community, raising questions about sportsmanship, strategy, and the upcoming rematch between the two titans. The footage, filmed without Fury's knowledge or consent, showed a surprisingly aggressive Usyk. The Ukrainian southpaw, known for his methodical approach and technical brilliance, appeared to be unleashing a relentless barrage of punches against a seemingly frustrated Fury. Usyk's camp, however, downplayed the significance of the leak. "It was just a sparring session," Usyk himself said in a statement. "We work on different things in sparring. This doesn't represent what will happen in the actual fight." His words, laced with a hint of amusement, only fueled speculation about his true intentions. Many analysts saw the leak as a calculated move by Usyk. They believed he was trying to plant seeds of doubt in Fury's mind, showcasing a more aggressive style than he had employed in their first fight. "Usyk's trying to get inside Fury's head," one commentator remarked. "He wants Fury to be worried, to overthink his strategy." Fury's team reacted with outrage. They accused Usyk of a lack of respect and professionalism. "This is a disgrace to the sport," said a furious member of Fury's entourage. "Usyk is trying to win a fight outside the ring. He should be focusing on training, not leaking videos." The leak had a significant impact on the build-up to the rematch. Fans, now privy to Usyk, debating its authenticity and its implications for the fight. Social media was flooded with opinions, theories, and heated arguments. The boxing world, once buzzing with anticipation for a high-stakes rematch, was now swirling with controversy. Fury himself addressed the leak in a characteristically brash manner. "Thanks for the free publicity, Usyk," he boomed in a video message. "You've just made me even more motivated to crush you in the rematch. Leaking a sparring session? That's weak. Real fighters settle things in the ring." His defiant stance did little to quell the rising tide of public opinion.
Does the cat get exhausted from chasing the mouse, or does the mouse get exhausted from running away from...
Usyk, however, remained unfazed by the controversy. He continued to train diligently, honing his skills and maintaining his focus. In interviews, he dismissed the leak as a minor distraction, a mere footnote in the grand narrative of their rivalry. "The only thing that matters is what happens on fight night," Usyk reiterated. "Anything else is just noise." The question remained, was the leak a cunning strategic move by Usyk, or a desperate attempt to gain a psychological edge? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain. The already heated rivalry between Usyk and Fury had reached a boiling point. The leaked sparring footage had thrown a wrench into the pre-fight build-up, injecting a dose of controversy and raising the stakes for their highly anticipated rematch. The boxing world now eagerly awaited the rematch, a clash that promised to be even more explosive than the first encounter. Would Usyk's newfound aggression be enough to dethrone the heavyweight king? Or would Fury, fueled by anger and a desire to silence his doubters, reclaim his championship belt? The leaked footage had added a layer of intrigue to the already monumental fight, turning it into a battle not just of skill and strength, but also of strategy and sportsmanship.
Yous are all dossers, he's getting knocked out, and you two are going to be working for me carrying me bag slinks. So remember that.
The boxing world reeled as Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, unleashed a verbal tirade, accusing Oleksandr Usyk of cheating in their first heavyweight championship fight. Fury's comments, fueled by a fiery interview and a series of social media posts, sent shockwaves through the boxing community, igniting a war of words that threatened to overshadow the highly anticipated rematch. Fury, known for his flamboyant personality and outspoken nature, had maintained a quiet demeanor following his defeat to Usyk. However, the silence finally shattered when he sat down for a tell-all interview. "I should have knocked him out in the first round," Fury declared, his voice brimming with frustration. "I felt it. I had him on the ropes. But something felt off. He was slippery, evasive, almost like he was greased up."
"I didn't get all dressed up for nothing. I come here to fight."
These accusations were explosive. Suggesting cheating in such a high-profile fight was a serious charge, casting a shadow over Usyk's victory and the legitimacy of the championship itself. Fury, however, remained resolute. "I'm not making excuses," he continued. "I lost the fight. Usyk's a great fighter. But there was something fishy going on that night." Usyk's camp responded swiftly, dismissing Fury's claims as nothing more than sour grapes. "Tyson can't handle losing," one of Usyk's trainers stated. "He's trying to discredit a clear victory. He should focus on training for the rematch instead of spinning conspiracy theories." Fury's social media posts further stoked the flames of controversy. He shared photos of himself training with captions like, "Coming for you, greased up champ," and "This time the gloves come off, literally." The playful taunts, laced with a hint of menace, had fans buzzing with speculation. Was Fury serious about the cheating allegations? Or was he simply trying to get inside Usyk's head with some pre-fight mind games?
Impossible. The Lord would never deliver me to you, son.
Boxing analysts weighed in, offering a range of opinions. Some believed Fury's claims were baseless, a desperate attempt to explain his loss. Others acknowledged the possibility of unintentional fouls during the fight, such as the use of illegal substances like lubricants on the gloves. However, without concrete evidence, they cautioned against jumping to conclusions. The controversy surrounding the alleged cheating overshadowed the technical aspects of the rematch. Anticipating the second meeting between these two exceptional fighters now found themselves grappling with accusations and conspiracy theories. The focus shifted from analyzing styles and predicting strategies to debating the fairness of the first fight. Usyk, ever the composed figure, refused to be drawn into a war of words. He released a brief statement through his team, reiterating his respect for Fury, but firmly denying any wrongdoing. "I won the fight fair and square," Usyk's statement concluded. "The rematch will speak for itself." The impact of Fury's accusations was undeniable. They cast a cloud of suspicion over Usyk's victory, tarnished the reputation of the sport, and added a layer of animosity to the already fierce rivalry. The rematch, once a celebration of athletic prowess, was now burdened with the weight of controversy. A dark cloud loomed over the highly anticipated rematch between heavyweight champions Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk as news emerged about Fury's health. Reports surfaced that Fury had sustained multiple concussions during their first encounter in Saudi Arabia, putting the validity of the proposed rematch in serious jeopardy. This revelation sent shockwaves through the boxing world, sparking concerns about fighter safety and raising questions about the future of the heavyweight division.
Well, during the fight.
I don't know where he is. Where's Oleksandr Usyk, the rabbit? Hey, rabbit! Usyk!
Fury, known for his flamboyant personality and ironclad chin, had initially brushed off any notion of post-fight injuries. However, recent doctors reportedly diagnosed Fury with several concussions, raising concerns about the long-term impact on his health if he were to return to the ring too soon. "This is a serious situation," said Dr. Anita Reyes, a renowned ringside physician, in a press interview. "Multiple concussions, even mild ones, can have a cumulative effect on a fighter's brain health. It's crucial that Tyson prioritizes his well-being and allows his brain ample time to heal." Fury's team, caught off guard by the revelation, remained tight-lipped. They released a brief statement acknowledging the diagnosis but downplaying its severity. "Tyson is a tough competitor," the statement read. "He's determined to get back in the ring as soon as possible. We are working closely with his doctors to determine a safe timeline for his return."
How to box guys like that? You fight.
I think the way to fight Usyk is a way that I'm not sure Tyson Fury can fight.
This cautious approach contrasted sharply with Fury's usual bravado. The fighter, known for his outlandish pronouncements and unwavering confidence, was now facing a new kind of opponent: his own health. Fans, accustomed to his larger-than-life persona, were left wondering if the Gypsy King they knew and loved would ever be the same. The news had a ripple effect throughout the boxing community. Fellow heavyweight contenders reacted with a mix of concern and skepticism. "Tyson's a warrior," said Deontay Wilder, Fury's former rival. "He'll want to fight again, but he needs to listen to the doctors. His health is more important than any belt." Anthony Joshua, another heavyweight hopeful, offered a more measured response. "This is a reminder of the risks we take as fighters," Joshua said. "It's not just about glory. It's about protecting ourselves for the long run. Usyk's camp, understandably, adopted a wait-and-see approach. "We're prepared to fight whoever is healthy and ready," said a spokesperson for Usyk. "But the rematch only happens if it's safe for both fighters." The boxing commissions, responsible for the safety of fighters, were put on high alert. "We will closely monitor Tyson's recovery and ensure he is medically cleared before stepping back into the ring," declared a representative of the WBC Heavyweight Championship Committee.
Tyson Fury has to answer a lot of questions.
The uncertainty surrounding Fury's health cast a long shadow over the heavyweight division. Fans who had eagerly awaited the rematch between Fury and Usyk were now left with a sense of unease. The fight, once seen as a clash of titans, now represented a potential health risk for one of the participants. The situation presented a complex moral dilemma for a champion defined by his competitive spirit and his desire to reclaim his title. On the other hand, he was a human being, with a responsibility to protect his long-term health. The decision of whether to fight or retire would not be an easy one. The boxing world held its breath as it awaited news of Fury's progress. Would he prioritize his health and step away from the sport? Or would his fighting spirit compel him to return to the ring, potentially risking further injury? Only time would tell if the heavyweight division would witness the much-anticipated rematch, or if Fury's health would force a new chapter to be written in the heavyweight title picture. The boxing world was left reeling as news broke of a bombshell lawsuit. Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, had filed a civil suit against Oleksandr Usyk, his heavyweight rival, for a staggering $400 million. Fury's legal team alleged that Usyk had engaged in premeditated assault during their first fight in Saudi Arabia, causing him multiple concussions and jeopardizing his career. This unprecedented lawsuit sent shockwaves through the sport, raising questions about sportsmanship, legal tactics, and the future of the highly anticipated rematch.
Nah, do me thing, he's going to do his thing, and that's it. I don't hate him.
Fury, known for his flamboyant personality and ironclad chin, had initially brushed off any notion of post-fight injuries. However, recent medical examinations painted a different picture. Doctors diagnosed Fury with several concussions, a revelation that significantly impacted his well-being and training for the rematch. The lawsuit, filed in a Las Vegas court, outlined a series of accusations against Usyk. Fury's lawyers claimed that Usyk used illegal substances, such as lubricants on his gloves, which gave him an unfair advantage and increased the risk of head injuries. The lawsuit further alleged that Usyk employed unorthodox fighting tactics, including repeated headbutts and elbows, that went unnoticed by the referee. These tactics, Fury's team argued, constituted a deliberate attempt to inflict harm and potentially end his career. "This wasn't just a boxing match," Fury himself declared in a press conference announcing the lawsuit. "This was an assault. Usyk came to win at any cost, even if it meant breaking the rules and jeopardizing my health." Fury, his voice laced with anger and disappointment, presented a once confident champion, now appeared genuinely shaken by the alleged assault.
Do you have a message for Tyson Fury?
Yes, of course. Hey, my friend, don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone.
Usyk's camp vehemently denied all accusations. "These claims are baseless and fabricated," Usyk's lawyer stated in a scathing rebuttal. "Usyk fought with honor and integrity. This lawsuit is a desperate attempt by a sore loser to deflect from his defeat and avoid the rematch." Usyk himself, known for his calm and composed demeanor, remained unfazed by the lawsuit. "I won the fight fair and square," Usyk said in a video message. "I have nothing to hide. We will see what happens in court." Boxing analysts were divided on the merits of the lawsuit. Some saw it as a legitimate attempt to hold Usyk accountable for foul play. "If the allegations are true, Usyk should be held responsible for his actions," one commentator remarked. "Fighters deserve to compete in a safe environment, free from illegal tactics."
I don't like that if they hear you no commenting.
No comment.
Okay.
I'm a boxer. I'm not interested in politics or anything else. Boxing only, thank you.
Others, however, were skeptical. They believed the lawsuit was a strategic move by Fury's team to pressure Usyk into a more lucrative settlement for the rematch. "This lawsuit stinks of desperation," another analyst argued. "Fury is trying to get a payday without stepping back into the ring. The boxing commissions, responsible for the safety and fair play in the sport, found themselves in a precarious position. They awaited the results of the lawsuit while launching their own investigations into the allegations. "We take fighter safety very seriously," a representative of the WBC Heavyweight Championship Committee declared. "We will thoroughly investigate these claims and take appropriate action if necessary." The $400 million lawsuit cast a long shadow over the already troubled rematch. Fans who were eager to witness the second clash between these two exceptional fighters were now grappling with the complexities of a legal battle. The focus shifted from analyzing styles and predicting strategies to debating the validity of the lawsuit and the potential consequences for both fighters. Fury's lawsuit had far-reaching implications. It raised questions about the line between competitive spirit and malicious intent in boxing. It exposed the vulnerability of fighters to potential foul play and the challenges of enforcing fair play within the ring. Most importantly, it threatened to derail the highly anticipated rematch, leaving the heavyweight division in a state of uncertainty.
Want him when he fights me on May the 18th. Even if you look at David Hay, he was an explosive.
As the legal battle unfolded, the boxing world watched with bated breath. Would the lawsuit be thrown out of court, paving the way for the rematch? Or would the allegations force Usyk to forfeit his title or face harsher penalties? One thing was certain. The lawsuit had irrevocably altered the dynamic between Fury and Usyk. The once respectful rivalry had been tainted by accusations and legal battles, leaving a dark mark on the heavyweight division. Fury's lawsuit against Usyk has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, transforming a highly anticipated rematch into a complex legal battle. The $400 million lawsuit raises questions about sportsmanship, legal tactics, and the very future of heavyweight boxing. Will the lawsuit pave the way for a rematch, or will it force a complete reshuffling of the heavyweight title picture? Only time will tell. To stay updated on the latest developments in this unprecedented legal battle, including court dates, expert analysis, and potential implications for the rematch, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll bring you exclusive insights and keep you on the front lines of this dramatic story that's gripping the boxing world.